Hi everyone, welcome to this Selene platform usage tutorial. In order to use the Selene platform, we'll first have to clone the hardware repository and download the Linux SDK. I will skip these steps as I already have them here. Here we see the hardware repository and the SDK. To program the FPGA, we move into the hardware repository. From here we can move into the Selene SoC directory and the Selene Xilinx VCU 118 directory. Here we can run the make command make prog FPGA. Make sure to have Vivado in your path when you run this. This will program the FPGA. Now that the FPGA has been programmed, we can connect to the SoC using grmon. There are 3 debug links in the platform, and 2 of them are available from boot. The 2 are JTAG and UART. I will use JTAG to connect. When we connect, we see all the components listed, and we can run info sys in order to get more details of all the components. We see here the memory mapping and some other things about all the different components here. Once we're connected to the SoC, we can set up the last debug link, which is Ethernet. You do this by running edcl and the IP address that you want the SoC to have. And then you run the setup script by running source ethernet config.tcl. This will set up the PHY on the VCU 118. Once the link has been established, you can exit grmon and then use the flag eth with the IP address to instead connect with the Ethernet debug link. In order to run Linux on the platform, you need to set up an NFS file system. To do this, you move back into the Selene SDK, where you find the file system and a README which describes the setup process in detail. I have set up and exported the file system under export/Selene. In order to inform Linux on where to find the file system, you need to modify the device tree file with your PC's IP address. To do this, we move back into the Selene hardware repository. We move into bit files and GPL. Here we can find the DTS source and the compiled version. We need to modify the source. Under boot args, we find where the NFS root is grabbed from. We see here 97, that is my IP address already, so that is fine. We don't need to modify this, but you will use your own IP here. And the export path export/Selene. We save this and we recompile the DTS file. And then we're done. Now that we have the DTS file modified and compiled, we can move back a couple of steps and connect to grmon again. First, we forward one of the UARTs, the UART2. Then we upload the DTB file, which is the compiled version of the DTS that we just modified. Then we upload the Linux kernel, and the kernel can be found in the Linux SDK. Once the upload is finished, we can just run and Linux should boot. We can log into Linux by running root, and then if we move back one step and run ls, we can see the file system that we exported over NFS.